Good afternoon. Thank you again. Thank you again for joining. My name is Rafael Pinto from Brazil, and I am the Eco Challenge coordinator this year. We work with, I work at the Young America's Business Trust, and we have our colleagues who also support us in this program. As you can see, the different categories: Startup Challenge, Eco Challenge, Caribbean Innovation Competition, who the coordinator is Akeda Ventura, and I work at the Young America's Business Trust. We thank you again. I just want to begin by saying congratulations for making it to the finals. Congratulations for all the effort put in the past few months. We had a record number of registered teams this year compared to all the past years. We had over 4,700 teams registered, and now it narrowed down to 21 finalists. You included. So congratulations. It's a huge accomplishment already. And there's a lot of exciting things that you will go through and experience in Lima, and that can help your business even further. So we want to, the idea of this seminar, of this session, is that it is taped. So we will send this by email afterwards, so you can review the information. I'm just going to go through this quickly, 15 minutes or so, and then we definitely want to open it up for questions. In the system, if you can see, there's a little hand button where you can press if you have questions in the end. And then also in the bottom, there's a part for a chat where the questions, you can put questions downstairs in the bottom as well, which we can review together in the end. So if you can have patience, I'll speak for about 15 minutes to explain to you the agenda. Quickly talk about the finalists, schedule, how the evaluations will work, structured, the expo, the venue, the general rules, which is very important, and a little bit more of how this month you can improve your business plan a little bit more further before getting to Lima. Okay, thank you again. Like I mentioned, I work for the Young America's Business Trust, which is an organization working in cooperation with the Organization of American States, OAS, in Washington, D.C., and it helps promote social and economic development of young people around the world. So we work with entrepreneurship, knowledge, leadership training, technology as a way to promote more entrepreneurial opportunities for the entrepreneurs in all these countries. Now, we also have been working for many years all over the region, and over 70,000 young people have been benefiting from the programs and activities that we have worked with. For those that joined in, I'm sorry, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. My name is Rafael Pinto, the coordinator of Eco Challenge. I'm from Brazil. I work at the Young America's Business Trust, which I mentioned before, and in one of our main programs is TIC Americas. I want to congratulate you guys again for the new ones that came in, to mention that there were 21 finalists, where you can see how it's broken down in the final, and in the different categories, 3 categories. Over 4,700 teams applied, and you guys made it as the 21 finalists. So congratulations, very, very exciting, and we'll tell you a little bit more also in Lima how you can benefit by being in the finals. The Startup Challenge, we have 3 finalists, where one of them is going to win $5,000 for seed capital. In Eco Challenge, we have 15 finalists, where we're going to give 5 awards. 3 hemispheric one specifically for a Central American country, one specifically for Colombia. And the Caribbean Innovation Competition, we have 3 finalists with an award of $5,000. What I want to stress here again is to say, by making it to the finals, 21 finalists there, you can see that there's a few of them will win an award money-wise. But this is from years, many editions that we've had already. The real value of being in the finals really is the opportunity to benefit from the networking, the access to several investors, companies, partners that you're going to be interacting and meeting. So it's a huge opportunity, and we have many examples over the years where some of the finalists did not win the award, but because of the networking, the contacts they established at the finals, their business have taken off, have grown. So we really want to stress that you're all winners already just to be in the finals, and there's a lot to take advantage there. Quickly running through the agenda. Tuesday is when all the finalist teams arrive in Peru. I will get back to this in the end, but our team, not myself, but my colleagues have been sending the itinerary to all the finalists. So you should be getting this if you haven't received it yet, with the itinerary, where most of the days on the 10th, nearly all the finalists throughout the day on the 10th will be arriving in Lima. The finalists and the staff, we will all be staying at the Hotel Los Tallanes. This is in San Isidro. It's a very good neighborhood in Lima. Very nice hotel and neighborhood. And we're aiming, and this, we will send you more information as we get closer to the date of the finals of the trip, is we're aiming to have an orientation session for the finalists around 6 o'clock that day. So we're hoping that everybody's flights arrive on time, there's no delay, that you can get to the hotel and we can have a quick orientation session in person with everyone together. So that's our tentative plan. Of course, in Lima, you will receive printed documents and your agenda and everything for you to hold in person there. On Wednesday, we have the opening ceremony. I want to also make it clear that the TIC Americas is a little bit unique this year. Every 3 years, to be more clear, where we are combining the finals of TIC Americas with the forum of the Young Americas Forum. This is an official event in the process of the Summit of the Americas. The Summit of the Americas event will be taking place from the 13th to the 15th, and that's when all the presidents of all our countries in the Americas, from Canada to Chile, they will all be present in Lima and their delegations. So the forum that we're also going to be linked up with, we're going to be receiving about 250 young people, young leaders from all over our region. So these are also people you're going to be meeting and networking with throughout the event. So when I'm talking about an opening ceremony from 8 to 10, this is when everybody is together at the opening ceremony. It is going to be at the Centro Empresarial Real. Just to be clear, we made it really logistically easy this year, where our hotel, Los Tallanes, is about 3 blocks. It's about 500 meters from the Centro. So it's going to be very convenient for us to go back and forth. And I mention this because the evaluations, which is the part that you come in, of course, to present to the judges, this is going to be back at the hotel. So we will all be going to the opening ceremony at the Centro, which is about 3 blocks away. We will come back to the hotel for the evaluations. To be clear, you as a finalist do not have to be there from 10 to 1. You will receive an agenda of the exact time between 10 to 1 where you have your presentation. So we have 7 rooms for the evaluation of the finalists, and it's divided between some of the topics and the language, right? So you will have judges that speak English, understand and speak English. We have a great group of judges, about 35 judges, people coming from Colombia, different parts of Peru, Paraguay, Mexico, and so we're having it in the United States. So these are people who are experienced business people. They're professors of business in different schools. They're investors. They represent incubators. They have a lot of experience. Where we're going to get into the breakdown of the structure of the presentation, but the evaluations, basically, when you're not in the evaluations, you will be back at the Centro Empresarial, where everybody will have their expo, their space to be promoting your projects. So you will only go to the hotel at the time of your evaluation, okay? And you'll have all that on hand when we get there to explain to you which room and what time you will have your evaluations. It'll be very clear. We so this goes until 1. We will all have lunch together with the judges, all the finalists at the hotel. What happens in the afternoon on the 11th? You will go back. There's all these activities of the forum. and you'll have your expo space. So you're going to be talking to people all day, meeting people coming visit your stand, people asking about your product. So it's an ongoing opportunity to meet a lot of interesting partners, investors, and contacts. So throughout the day, at night, we'll have an official inauguration ceremony as well, and a very exciting reception and networking at the rooftop, which is going to be really nice. And we're inviting, which is when we're inviting VIP, different VIP people that we know throughout Lima, other people from outside who haven't participated during the day. These are people who are business people and other contacts that you will also be able to interact with throughout the day, throughout the night, the reception and networking. It's a closed event. It's going to be a closed one, which will be mostly for the finalists and invited guests. So that's the full day. It's going to be a busy first day, but very exciting. On Thursday, we don't have no more evaluations, of course. We're just focusing on you staying at the expo. Again, there's hundreds of people that we passing by and visiting your expo as well. They'll have several other plenaries, activities, different international organizations and companies presenting panels. We'll also have, very important, a presentation of elevator pitch. And I want to stress that I think every one of you received an email where you have also the link for the next webinar we're having in English on Thursday, which is on a tip of how to improve your elevator pitch. We have a specialist from Brazil who speaks English, and she's an expert in helping develop an elevator pitch. So there are three places where you're going to be using your pitch constantly. The evaluation, which is when you come in to present to your judges. Your pitch you'll constantly be presenting your project at the expo. You're going to be talking to a lot of people, and we have a specific event on the 12th in the morning where you will be doing your pitch about 3 minutes without any audio visual, just the pitch in front of everybody who's at the forum. So we're talking about a large audience, the other 100 or so, almost about 200 other young people that come for the forum. They're also going to listen to your pitch. So it's pretty exciting. You have an opportunity to, again, present your project. The closing ceremony and the awards. The winners of the TIC America finals will be also presented in the finals. This is again at the Central. The 13th, you will return to your countries. Evaluations. Let's look at the structure. You may bring graphic and audio visual material to share during the evaluation. You're going to be in a room at the hotel. There's a room where there will be a table with 4 to 5 judges, and you'll have about maximum of 2 members per team will be. So you have to decide who's presenting if you have more than 2 people of your team in Lima. And so there will be a laptop provided for you. We will provide the laptop, the electricity, the everything set, where you just come in with your USB, your presentation in a USB drive. It's also good to do a backup on your email, so that if something wrong with your drive, we can access your presentation through your email in the laptop, just as a backup. Then you can also show a video through it. You can show PowerPoint. You can take your graphic, whatever is the best way of presenting your project that you prefer. The Eco Challenge finalists can present to judges in Spanish, English, or Portuguese. The Startup Challenge and Caribbean Innovation Competition finalists can only present in English. Again, we will have enough and number of qualified judges who speak English. So it's not going to be a problem. The structure, 40 minutes. Remember, these 40 minutes are the minutes that are in between the 10 to 1 o'clock evaluation period. So you will be allocated 40 minutes in the agenda, which you will have as well beforehand. Preparing of your team, putting the drive in the computer, setting up everything. There will be a volunteer, a colleague of ours in the room, who will be the timekeeper. So it's important to really understand how the time allocation works. Presentation, you can divide how you want to do your video and pitch and business plan into 15 minutes. If your presentation does not last 15 minutes, if it's less than 15 minutes, it's okay. The extra minutes will be added to the next stages, which are question and answer from the judges. They will ask you questions, and then you'll have recommendations, some feedback, mentoring from from these judges. Okay, so this is the structure we're looking at for 40 minutes. You will receive this taping again, so you can review this a little later. International Expo. Show you two pictures where the stands will not look like this year. These are past TIC America's events. The one on the right is in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, and you have the one on the left as well. And it's just to show you as an example that there's going to be a space where you all have a stand, and we will provide also publicity for your banner, so something of a publicity to show your project. You can bring material. You can see in the table there's business cards, there's material printed. You can bring prototypes, whatever you think is appropriate to showcase for your business. We will be finalizing letting you know a little bit ahead of time, and at a later date the dimensions of the table and so forth. Okay, so we will be telling you ahead of time. The venue is at the Centro, I mentioned, and Centro Empresarial Real. It's going to be walking. This is very nice. It's a business park in Lima, so it's going to be a very nice area. Very important. Let's review the general rules again. Let me read this because this is a very important key to. The representative of the selected team to receive this scholarship must travel from the country that his or her team represents. The member traveling on behalf of the selected team must be enrolled in the team's profile. Remember, the profile is in the TIC Americas platform, which you entered for the competition. The winners, the cash prizes must be used as seed capital for the company or project. Question: can other team members travel with you? Yes, other team members can travel, but they also must be registered, not only in the platform, but also in that link that we sent, the form where we asked you to fill out information. Please remember to fill that out. It's provide us a head count, a total number for logistics purpose, but we also need to have that for security. So please put your team members registered in that too. But of course, they must cover their own expenses. One of the benefits we're giving to the finalists is a scholarship, right? We're giving you one member of each team a scholarship. The others can attend, but they have to pay their own costs. Can I choose a travel itinerary? Some people like to travel afterwards, stay more days. We only buy the ticket for the finalists from April 10th, arriving April 10th, and leaving April 13th. If you want to stay extra days, want to continue traveling, the responsibility is of you as finalists to contact directly the airline to change your itinerary. Again, the scholarship I mentioned includes the travel costs, transfers from the airport, accommodation, lunches. We will be covering that. Any travel insurance, visa, other touristy things you want to do, it's your responsibility at the appropriate time. Again, we're providing you a space to speak at the forum. This is the part I mentioned of the elevator pitch, and on the morning of April 12th. This is important so you know that where you can make improvements in your business plan. We're also giving you a little bit more time this month to touch up on your material, change things. When your projects were evaluated by the online judges during January and February, all the judges are required to provide feedback and online feedback, suggestions, which you may or may not want to take into account, but it's important feedback. It's from people who've been in business, who knows the realities, who've gone through different experiences. We will be sending you the compilation of the feedback of each of your projects. So we're aiming for about March 18th to send this to you. And the minute that we send you this, you have about 10 days. You have until March 28th to add these feedbacks or inputs that the judges provide. It's up to you. It's your project, but these are interesting feedbacks that might help you think of other perspectives of your business or marketing or so forth. So you have until March 18th to upload that in the platform. Why March 28th? Because that's the day we're having a session, a webinar session like this with the judges. The judges, after the session, we will allocate the judges to the designated categories and projects they will be evaluating in the finals. So we will take the material that's in the platform, which we're giving you 10 days to update and upload. We will take whatever is in the platform by March 28th so that we can send it to them. They can have a good 2 weeks to review it before the finals as well. So they also know ahead of time a little bit more about your project. The platform is closed at the moment. We will open the access to the platform on March 15th, which is on Thursday. So you can change your profile, upload new documents, change documents, and so forth. Okay, so we're giving you another opportunity to work on your material and improve it to before the finals. Webinars, we are having this this week, like I mentioned, the pitch training, which is on Thursday, and then next week we're going to be announcing we're having a training on market intelligence. So it's going to be on Tuesday, on the 20th. We'll be sending you this, and also on crowdfunding. It's going to be interesting. It's another resource where we're sharing information for the finalists. So we also motivate, we encourage you to participate in these trainings next week as well. This is the bootcamp that YBT has on file that you were able to use as well during the application process and training online. You can access it still. There's a lot of great videos from the past editions and this past edition of last year's and this year, where you have specialists talking about marketing, finance. You can access them for free anytime online. Finishing up, this is a group in Panama that won. We have people from Barbados, Brazil, Chile, Peru, Venezuela. It's a very diverse group. Our contact information, Edgar Maestre, I mentioned, the TIC Americas coordinator. Myself, I'm Rafael Pinto, Eco Challenge coordinator. Akeda Ventura is the CIC coordinator. This is the email. You can also reach out to us anytime to any doubts you have, any questions. A little background information. You can also follow us online and on the social media to get updated about the other projects and other things that we do that you can also get involved in. I wanted to take advantage. Let me leave our contact information. We have time, about 15-20 minutes to answer questions. You can put in the system. You can put the hand button there to ask a question, or you can write it out in the questionnaires, which I have seen that Rene Thomas has already asked a question. Let me read it out loud and have everybody start this question and answer session. If someone is finishing up a course in another country during the same time, but already took the days off for the trip, can they fly from that country instead of traveling to home country to fly to Peru and return back to complete the course? Renee, are you talking about that someone? Is it the finalists that the YBT that we are sponsoring, or someone else from your team? Let me open the mic, Renee, so we can discuss this. It's a very good question. Hi, Renee, can you hear me? Hello, Renee. Hello, Renee. Oh, okay. Oh, your mic is not working. The finalists. Renee, I have a question. Have you already received the itinerary of your flight? Renee is typing because his mic. Yes. So does it go from your country where you are? Well, you have a flight ticket already, right? If our team has already purchased a flight ticket from you, then it should be okay. I mean, I thought you were asking about someone else from your team. What we have to focus on our side is the person who is getting the scholarship, and that is you, right? You already have your flight information. Is that correct, or is there any other doubt about this? Let me know. Let me know, Renee. If you have your flight ticket, then I think everything is set. I think we agreed that wherever you're leaving from, we are paid. Tailani from Brazil is asking the question: even the Eco Challenge products will have elevator pitches. Can it be in Portuguese? Let me open your mic, Tailani. Hello, Tailani, tudo bem?
Tudo bem.
Hello. Can you repeat your question? Perhaps others might have some similar question.
Yes. So we asked if the Eco Challenge projects will have an elevator's pitch as well, and if so, if we can make it in Portuguese.
Absolutely. So when your evaluation will be in Portuguese anyway. We have judges who speak Portuguese. And during the session on April 12th, where it's an open mic. Basically, everybody will have a 3 minute speech. You can do it in Portuguese. I will. It's your decision because um, if you do it in English, most people will understand it quicker. We can
Yeah.
also do translation. I have done myself. I have helped two. I'm from Brazil as well. I have done two translations for two past contestants from Brazil in this format of the pitch, and I can do it. It's not a problem. I can do it in Spanish or English, but it's really up to you. If you do it in English, yeah, it might be you might cover a lot more people that might understand it quicker. But it's really your decision. You can do it in Portuguese, and I will be happy to translate it. So it's up to you, really you.
Okay, thank you. Just one more thing.
Sure, sure.
Um, can it be two presenters on the elevator's pitch, or since it's too fast, it's not. It's better only one person.
To be in the past, until then, I'll give you a final answer in a couple of days or so. But in the past, we've usually had one because yeah, it's really very quick. It's a 3 minute thing, so it's sometimes it and again in this elevator pitch on the 12th, you cannot have any videos or anything. It's just going to be everybody going up and speaking. So it's going to be quick. I don't know if you can do it with two people in 3 minutes, but I can double check for you. I can double check. It's not a problem.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks. Anybody else? Let me see the questions. Oh, there's a lot of questions. Sorry, Renee. No, I didn't get a ticket as yet. Uh, Renee, can I ask you to write us an email? The email I have right there, TIC Americas at YBT. Can you write us an email and ask that same question, telling us which country that you are, which country your project's from, and where you're taking the course. Can you do that today for us so I can talk to the team and figure out if that's going to be possible. In the rules, it says that it should be from where the project is, but it depends on the situation. So if you can write us an email today explaining this situation, we can try and give an answer as soon as possible. Okay. Thank you so much. Benny Paris, good afternoon from Peru. I wonder what time we'll start the activities on April 12th. Um, let me go back to the agenda, Benny. Let's see the agenda. On the 12th, you're right. We did not put the date, but the time. We have it planned for the activity. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. You're going to receive, aim for 9 o'clock, but you're going to receive a full agenda, updated everything with more detail when you get to Peru, when you are in Peru, but when we're all in Peru, okay? So you'll have it, but it's in the morning. It's right in the beginning. So 8, 9 o'clock. That's when the pitch will begin. Question for Joshua: how should I receive my itinerary if I haven't gotten it as well? No, okay. Just the itinerary will be sent. I asked because we're working on it still. So some people are receiving. It's a lot of flights that we're buying, so that we're purchasing. So maybe yours specifically hasn't arrived. So Joshua, it should be arriving soon, this week. Okay. Thank you again. Sorry for the delay. Hi, Raquel. Is there a specific period for us to receive the flight? Okay, again, Raquel asked the same question. Yes, you should be receiving it this week. This week, our team is already working on it. It's a lot of tickets that we're getting, so the agency we're working with is taking a while. It takes a process. Sure, we'll do. Great, Renee. Thanks. Send an email. Okay, that will help us to understand. Anybody else? Let me see. Anybody has the hand up as a question? Oh, I see. Yep. Dailani, hold on. Go ahead. Yes, Dailani, it's open, the mic.
Yes. I think you said it sometime, but I kind of missed it because of the sound. You said about the materials. If we will have a notebook, everything provided by you, or do we have to take it?
Yeah, good question. So in the evaluation room, when the judges are there, we will provide them with all the material, the pens, the notebooks for them to take notes and so forth. When I mention the material, I mention material that you guys want to bring with yourselves about your like brochures, flyers, whatever you want to distribute and promote your projects. You guys are welcome to bring. You can share the judges. You can put it at the stand at the expo. So that's basically what I meant about the material. You can bring what people usually bring their flag when and when they win it's pretty exciting. But so no, the material, you choose what you want. And what some people have prototypes of their projects and they bring it, of course, of their business. So they have their prototypes. They're allowed to bring that, of course, because it's their business.
Okay, but we'll have the notebook and everything to make the presentation, the PowerPoint presentation, or media videos.
Oh! You mean the laptop? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm Brazilian, so I understood where you're coming from. No, yes, don't worry about anything. The in the room evaluations, everything will be set. The only you just gonna come in with a USB drive of the material. I recommend. We all recommend you send your presentation to your email in case the USB drive doesn't work, and you can open your email. So we will have laptops ready for your presentations. Yes. So don't worry about that.
Thank you.
No problem. Let me see the question. Sorry, I'm jumping here. Anybody else? Again, you can send us an email. I remember the dates to touch upon your documents again. After the 15th, you can upload your documents again in the platform. Our email is there. You can send to us any questions you have. We're going to tape. We are taping this. I apologize. And we're going to send you the link shortly, so you can also review again the presentation again in case you have questions. But feel free to send us an email. Okay, we're excited to have you guys. It's going to be a really amazing experience. Usually TIC Americas is in a smaller scale, so this time is going to be about 2-3 times bigger because we're doing it jointly with a forum, which brings a lot more visibility, a lot more opportunities for you guys to network. It's going to be really, really exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we hope you guys get everything ready, prepared. Oh, I have a point I forgot to mention in the session that they did in Spanish. It was a very good question. Your dress code. How are you going to dress? It is a formal event. You're going to be presenting to judges. We recommend that it's a formal attire. Usually the guys go with a suit or a blazer or a nice shirt, and the girls also formal clothes. So please remember that we're going to be also you're going to be meeting and talking to government officials, different companies. So it's a very formal setting. So the image is always very important as well. So please take that into account to come dressed appropriately. Any other questions? You had very good questions. Anything else? We can always follow up by email if anything. I'm looking at the chat. I think nobody else has any more questions. So thank you again. Congratulations again. You are 21 out of 4,700 teams. So it's really, really a huge accomplishment. Remembering that to make it to the final is already a huge accomplishment, because even if you don't receive the award, the $5,000 seed capital, there is so much more that you will receive by the networking and opportunities to meet people. So thank you again. I will see you all in Lima on the 10th. So looking forward to it. Have a great day, and we'll be in touch by email if anything. Okay. Wait, in the 3 minute. So one last question by Raquel. The 3 minute presentation. Will you be presenting in front of a podium? No, I don't think it's a podium, Raquel. Just be prepared to hold a mic. It's just a pitch in front of everybody. It's not. It's going to be a quick process. So it's going to be 3 minutes up on stage, and that's it. I think we're just going to give a mic. Don't prepare yourself as a podium. Just being up there. Okay. So that's it. We will see you all in Peru. Get ready to eat some really good food in Peru as well. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you. We will see you shortly. Thank you again.